The new channel. The new channel. Hashtag TNC Now.
Views, opinions, and insights expressed in the following shows are those of the host, producers, guests, and viewers. They do not necessarily reflect the position of the channel. Viewer discretion is advised.
Ayan. Hello and welcome to the new channel. Our passion transforms a community channel that sees all things new. I am Julia Rubilio, streaming live from Quezon City.
And I'm Carmi De Leon, streaming live from Imus, Cavite.
Ayan, good evening to all our viewers and to our very, very special guests. So, Sister Carmi, kumusta ka na today? Ang ganda-ganda mo, promise. Ang cute-cute ng iyong hair today. May bagong-bago sa'yo. Kumusta ka na?
Yeah, I'm okay. It's so hot. So I decided to have this kind of hairstyle para ready na sa summer.
Oo nga eh, ang bata-bata mo nga tingnan eh. Sa susunod, diretso na rin ang buhok ko. So excited ka na ba tonight?
Yes,
Sa guest
of
natin, Sister
course.
Carmi.
Yes, sis, I'm so excited because this person is so special. Alam mo, I cannot wait. I have heard a lot of good stories and I myself is so interested to listen. I'm sure our viewers will be able to pick up a lot of good values and inspiration.
Yes, agree ako dyan, Sister Cami. And I would like to ask the honor na ako yung mag-introduce. Pwede ba? Ako na lang?
Yes,
Kasi
please.
kung excited ka, sobrang excited din ako dito. Ikaw na lahat magtatanong, no? Kasi medyo alam ko makaka-relate ka sa mga itatanong mo sa kanya mamaya. Actually ako, sobra akong excited kasi, you know why? Our guest tonight kasi, I lost touch with her for years. And we just bump into each other again. Kailan lang, no? And then I discovered that she underwent and survived a life-threatening health condition in, I don't know if 2016 or 2017. Pero alam mo, nung makita ko siya, she even looked 20 years younger nung huli ko siyang nakita before the pandemic. So sobra ako na-surprise, di ba? Sobrang grabe. Sabi ko naisip ko, kasi pero siya smiling eh. And to think yung kanyang, hindi lang, parang walang nangyari. Bumata talaga. Naisip ko nga, siguro ito yung sinasabi ng result ng ano yun, the attitude of gratitude. Tama ba yung sinasabi ko? The attitude of gratitude.
Yes.
And I am honored.
Grateful.
Oh yeah, grateful in everything, no? Tama ka dyan. So I am honored to introduce our guest for tonight. She is a management consultant, o di ba? Magyan talaga dito, no? Ibang klase. And a legal counsel, kaya medyo ang tawag ko dito, may attorney, eh, no? A legal counsel engaged by several companies for organizational transformation, handling mostly labor and civil cases. Now, with more than 30 years of experience in human resource management, her strength is enabling cultural transformation to optimize capability of people. She has a good record in promoting frictionless, walang friction, sister, relationship with labor unions and facilitated grievance handling and CBA negotiation. Kaya Sister Carmi, talagang di ba, taga PMAP tayo, alam na alam natin yun. Bibihira yung ganito eh. Treasure ito ng HR, di ba? Grabe.
Yes,
And
yes,
alam
HR
mo, ang
expert.
haba-haba. Yes, ang haba-haba, so hindi ko na kayang basahin. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest for tonight, Attorney Josephine Fernandez, but I always call her Attorney Jo. Welcome to the TLC channel, Attorney Jo.
Oh, good evening.
Good
Nako,
evening,
sis,
Dalia.
and, sis Carmi, so beautiful. So,
Hi, Attorney
just call me
Jo.
Jo for tonight. Hi, everybody.
O, di ba?
You're
Sabi
so
ko sa iyo eh, ang
beautiful.
bata-bata niya eh, no?
Nahihiya yata ako, okay.
Walang tanungan ng edad dito ha, walang tanungan ng edad ha.
Okay.
Wala na, mga ano tayo, less than 40.
Yeah.
Sa mindset, no? Sa mindset. Except for the eyeglasses, talagang nagpapahalata yung ating eyeglasses na. But anyways,
Oo,
so,
ayan
ayan,
kasi.
Sister Carmi.
Kasi sis, mahilig magbasa. Kaya ganyan
Correct.
ang mga matatalino, mahilig magbasa, nakasalamin, di ba?
Correct ka dyan. Correct. Agree ako dyan, sister. So, ayan. So, again, Attorney Jo, welcome. Thank you so much for, alam ko, sobrang busy kayo. Kasi alam ko, kanina parang galing pa yata kayo sa Bangko Sentral. And then, alam mo, just for this show, Sister Carmi, tingnan mo naman, ang bait ng God sa atin, ano?
I know
Oo,
she's so busy. Alam ko naman sobrang busy eh. But you know, we're so excited to have you kasi last week we had our makeup artist, di ba? Na kapag nade-depress, gumagawa ng magandang creations. Ngayon naman, we will learn more about Attorney Jo. Paano ba? Nag-work-life balance, di ba? Ang isang lawyer, family woman, at may advocacy pa. So siguro, Julia, I want to ask, ako na yung unang magtatanong. Pwede? I'd like to know how Attorney Jo is balancing yung family and career niya because hindi madali yung work mo ha as a lawyer and sabi mo nga frictionless. So, paano ba? Ano ba ang Attorney Jo sa bahay at sa work? Kwentuhan mo naman kami.
Okay, kwentuhan lang to, no? Well, nako, this is gonna be public yata, no? So, well, I have to start with the person that I am. Siguro, sabi ko nga, some people would say starting from humble beginnings, but I'll say starting from inspiring beginnings, no? Ako kasi very difficult kung yung like working for more than 30 years now and then raising a family. I always hear people na paano yung work-life balance, ganyan. So, ako kasi yung definition ko doon, for as long as when you get home, you can shift to being a mom and being a wife. I think that's already balanced by itself. Ang ano ko lang, when I get to work, I forget about them. So, buhos-buhos talaga pagdating sa trabaho. Pagdating sa bahay, it's a different meal together. I cook and kung ano man yung gusto kong iluto. Napapasensya naman nila. My husband is not very demanding. So, minsan when I ride with him sa car, pag upo ko pa lang, trabaho muna. So, konting kwento, tapos sa trabaho pa rin. So, mahirap i-balance if you are going to say balance. But probably, if you are there when they need you most, I think it's enough to balance it. Para andun
Attorney
ka.
Jo, paano ka ba magalit sa mga anak mo? Kasi lawyer ka, di ba? Kasi ako nga pagkausap ko dati yung mga anak ko, there was a time na para ako nagsisales audit. O bakit ano nangyari? Bakit hindi ginawa to? Ganon. Ikaw, hindi ba parang lawyer sa bahay? Ibang-iba ba talaga?
Well, I don't know how my children would say it, but sometimes they feel that they are employees of the company when I put my notes on the ref or on the table with the following are to be done today 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or sometimes I argue with them, but I think the to be very now I'm starting to. It's first time that I'm gonna tell you how my parenting is like. I think everything is explained So there are boys kasi, so my objective is that I hope they will be open enough for me to understand them. So
Yeah.
I explained to them my position, and sabi ko sa kanila, this is my position, and based on my experience, I think these are the different possibilities if you do this and that. And then they take their options. That's why I think if they will watch this later on replay, they will know na that's how I did. So sometimes they make mistakes. Sometimes we regret certain outcomes, but
Mhm.
just make sure now that the regret is not something irreversible. So I just tell them that
Yeah.
do something that you will regret later on, or don't do something that I cannot catch you. So if then you do something that I can catch you in the end, it's still okay. So you can actually experience it. Kasi sabi ko lang sa kanila, they have been raised. Hopefully, they have been raised properly. So the test of the person kasi especially they will be men, they will be leaders of their own families. When they're faced with something, I think they should be able to clearly define what is good and what is not. And
Yes.
yun lang, yung sabi ko sa kanila, I hope that is my prayer lang. So far so good.
Yeah. So, I think we can't help it kasi mahirap talaga yung ano, yung separate, 'di ba? Dahil it is your personality na na ang hirap, but again, mommy will always be mommy, 'di ba? Kahit may tendency ka to be like that, there's always that caring. And I can see that in you kasi alam mo, sis Julia, first time ko na-meet si Atty Jo, iba yung na-visualize ko. Ito, very friendly siya, very calm, smiling palagi, 'di ba? Parang siya ba talaga 'yon? So, now I know naman na I think may konting ano, sis, 'di ba? May konting well, big challenge 'to because health ang naging issue, 'di ba? And nagulat nga si Sister Julia na nangyari 'yun sa iyo. Eh bakit gumanda pa lalo? Can you tell us lang
Bumata
quickly
pa.
what happened? Bumata pa eh.
Yeah. Yes. Actually, that's a good thing. I have not talked to so many people about what it was because I think most of the people who know me would have imagined a certain number of years that I was like out of the loop. Okay. So, I've been working for more than 30 years na, diba? So, at one point, a few years ago, suddenly I just have to drop things. Okay. So, because there's this health challenge. Sometimes when you feel something you don't mind because I don't really get sick except for a
Yeah.
rhinitis. Wala lang eh. So when they told me that there's something it could be life threatening and they wanted to act immediately, I just like to postpone it because I didn't believe that I have it. So several doctors talked to me and there were their options until finally surgery has to be done. So and then there are of course the usual medications. You go to radiation, mga ganyan. Hindi naman, sabi ko, my only focus at the time is that I think I should overcome. So, even if you have a high-paying job, for example, and you're comfortable with that, I think there is a choice that needs to be made. Kasi the thing is that you have to understand what's happening to your body. Because that is when I realized that nobody is nobody's spared. When kasi, with I think that the lesson that I had is that you just have to understand how your body would react. So there were several options, but doing aggressive treatment was not my option. I just had to find out lang after the basic treatment was done. Anything more than that, I said I just have to understand lang muna what my body can take because in fact of the therapy that I went to was medyo it's not good for me. So I talked to the doctors and I'm so happy that blessed me with doctors who are very very open to many things. So okay naman, but the key there is my resolve to overcome and my resolve to preserve yung ipipreserve ko yung optimism that things will be better.
Yeah, oo. I think yun yung unang-unang nagpapagaling sa atin 'di ba? Yung ating yung inner strength, di ba? Saan nanggagaling yun, di ba? Sa faith. I know that you are also a very spiritual person, no? So, I believe that a big percentage came from that, no? Yung healing, di ba? Kasi, I understand that pag ganung may challenge tayo, yun ang una mong tatakbuhan eh. Of course, you do the normal medical thing, di ba? Na kailangan mo talaga. Pero siguro, iba talaga si Atty Jo eh.
I think anybody, Sister Carmi, alam mo, na ano, biglang nagsumagi sa isip ko yung point na when they said that this is it, you have to, after the surgery, you will be prepared to do this and that, and you know, the surgery like will take X number of hours, which actually extended. You know, I only had one prayer. Sabi ko lang, sabi ko lang sa Lord is that just lead me to the right doctors and let me understand. Let me understand how they will do the things, and then sabi ko sa Diyos, I won't ask for more. Just lead me to the right doctors, and then I'll take it from there. And I promise that any chance that the health will be restored, I'll put it to good use. And I was surprised. Ngayon ko lang makakita for the first time. When the surgery was about to start, you know, my surgeon was like, he was surprised. He was praying over me. And then he said lang na, okay, when you close your eyes, sabi niya, it's not me anymore. So whatever you pray, it's whatever you prayed for, I think it's gonna happen. So looking back now, I think God sent yung doctor then. So maganda yung naging result.
Yes.
I never really I never really considered that it will not uh, it will not turn out well. Because, you know, after that, syempre you have the sessions, you go para kayo magkakaklase na, di ba? And I see people, siguro because you want people to be inspired mo. First time, actually, ako, Sis Julia and Sis Carmi, para akong naano ngayon. Suddenly, I feel different. But I would now, I decide to share that experience, you know? When you're there and you see people, mga classmates mo na sila eh. You know, I bring colored pencils for everyone and then, you know, meron tayong video na pwede yung punitin yung mga figures na pwede mong kulayan, di ba? So I do that. So I see people na, those people who take those sheets of paper and they draw with me or they just, parang gagawin lang namin. I think they survived. They did very well. But these people I saw who were actually they're so down. Parang kita ko yung, I can imagine them now. They were so, they don't have the resolve to overcome. And then they have problems and of course financial problems and everything, you know, you're sick and you have a lot of things to think about. Eventually, actually did not make it. And pag iniisip ko ngayon, ang kaya yung naging dahilan, I think it's the optimism. That nobody, maybe the situation was not inspiring enough, motivating enough to overcome. Kaya, very important yung positive outlook. Positive outlook talaga. Makaka-overcome.
Kasi 'di ba, parang i-release mo 'yon kapag mga ganong times 'di ba? When times are hard, doon lumalabas yung faith natin, yung strength. And it's not easy, 'di ba? Hearing from you, marami tayong viewers ngayon na may pinagdadaanan din. Kapag pa naman health, 'di ba? You always think about your family. Paano yung family ko, 'di ba? So, but you have to, all the more you have to be stronger for your family, 'di ba? During those times.
Yeah.
So,
Nakaka-relate ako dyan. Yeah. Attorney,
Yes,
actually, Sister Carmi, I'd like to share lang, no? Kasi ako naman, ang nangyari sa akin nung my first mild stroke, never ako nangarap ng hindi ko expected yon. I just came from my office. ang dami-dami kong trabaho, nakahilera, pagkalaki-laki ng table ko, meron pang urgent 1, urgent 2, urgent 3, Q2, Q3. And I said, babalik ako, mag-overtime ako hanggang 10 o'clock. And then nakahilera. Pero hindi na ako nakabalik eh. Kasi from a client presentation, diretso na ako sa emergency room. So, nung nalaman ko na meron akong stroke, at that time, iniisip ko baka mamaya, di ba, pwedeng mag full-blown stroke yun, baka hindi na talaga ako makauwi. So, the first thing na naisip ko nung nandun ako, of course, nag-pray ako and everything. Actually, in-arrange ko pa yung room. Sabi ko, bago na ako hindi makapagsalita, I instructed my sister, siguraduhin mo ang room malapit sa bintana para pag kami sunog, makakatalon tayo. Sabi ko, private room ang kunin mo and everything. And then call the pastor para mag-pray over. Parang normal na normal, pero tabingin na yung mukha ko eh. But of course, I prayed to God. Kasi I realized na wow, ganun lang pala kabilis yun. And I said, Lord, maliliit pa yung mga anak ko eh. Baka pwede mo akong pagbigyan. Sabi ko, pagka halimbawang naka-recover ako dito, aayusin ko na yung time ko, babawasan ko na ang stress ko. So talagang sobrang nakaka-relate ako sa sa nangyayari na ganyan, no. And I'm so inspired, no, kasi para sa akin yung like Atty Jo is not just an ordinary HR person. She is really something, no, sa HR community, and nakaka-inspire po kayo, promise. Kaya kung makita ko nga kayo ulit, sabi ko, wow, ang bata-bata talaga niya. Kaya sabi ko, Sister Kami, sama natin si Atty Jo, ha, interviewin natin siya kasi isa yan sa makaka-inspire sa mga audience natin, di ba, sa mga viewers natin. But anyway, marami pa tayong itatanong kay Atty Jo, but of course, pwede bang commercial break muna tayo? Mamaya, Attorney, marami pa kami itatanong sa'yo. Yeah, more inspiring questions that will inspire others. So,
Social media can be overwhelming for entrepreneurs and business owners, and a lot actually struggles with daily content that converts sales. But don't fret. Rise Up Creatives Worldwide is here to help you with daily customizable captions, exclusive photos, and an easy-to-use design studio, all in one digital platform. Plus, monthly masterclasses to help you grow your business with just 5 minutes of investment each day. Join us today. It's time to rise up and be creative.
ASEA Redox is the first and only supplement on the market scientifically tested and shown to signal the activation of genetic pathways and to affect genes that improve immune system health, help maintain
Ayan. Oh, Sister Carmi. Ayan, welcome again. Yes, so ayan, at Sister Carmi, maybe you want to ask again, Attorney Jo, but before that, yeah, we have to say this, that TNC is a live stream platform of online shows for people on the go. Please all our shows as seen on screen. Imagine having your own show, your own playlist, your own content, but we make it easier for you. TNC aims to transform the lives of our viewers through engaging, authentic, and original content. Our vision is to become a global 24/7 live stream channel that showcases Filipino talent, global influencers, cultural intelligence, and ingenuity. Please watch Inspiring Moments every Friday from 7 to 8 p.m. You can watch live or replay via Facebook or YouTube. Follow us on IG, listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Just search at PNC Now for sponsorships. Please email now at thenewchannel.com or send us a DM. Enjoy these life-changing shows because we made them for you. Now on its second year, Global Women Who Rule 2022 is streaming soon. GWWR is a special online summit in celebration of Filipino women during the International Women's Month. Global Women Who Rule 22 Filipino woman leaders. Filipinas from different walks of life and all around the world will be gathered in an online summit on March 26, 2022, Saturday. I think that will be tomorrow from 1 p.m. to 7 p.m. Philippine time on the new channel. Watch and be inspired and be part of an ever-growing women community that promotes positive on positivity.
Thank you, sis.
Yeah, welcome again.
Yeah. I'd like to apologize kasi I'm using a mobile phone. So, and kapag live pa tayo, 'di ba? Ang daming nangyayari. So, thank you for reading and sharing our advertisement, and so please continue to watch Inspiring Moments every Friday. And ayan, nakikita naman natin kung gaano ka-inspiring ang ating guest tonight. 'Di ba? So, parang pag nagsasalita si Atty Jo, you just want to listen, 'di ba? But ang na-pick up ko sa inyo, Julia and Atty Jo, importante na while we are working so hard, of course, because we are responsible women, family women tayo, 'di ba, and career women, let us not ignore yung symptoms and let's not be too busy. Let's have time for health, 'di ba? Yung parang sa sobrang work, ayan na, bigla na lang nangyayari itong mga to. So, it's also a reminder sa mga viewers natin to always take care of your health. Hindi excuse yung sobrang busy and sobrang sipag, di ba? Especially pag we're getting older, di ba?
Hindi, longer.
Ayun.
But anyway, pero totoo yan eh. Do not ignore. the red flags. Kasi meron yan eh. Kaya lang alam mo yung pagiging strong woman mo kasi yung mind mo
Passionate.
nakokontrol. Yes, oo, totoo yan. Hindi na nga kaya ng katawan, pero yung utak sinasabi, kaya mo pa yan. Kaya until, nag-breakdown na. Kaya pirmi kong challenge nga eh, why wait for the breakdown? So again, Sister Carmi, andyan na ulit yun si Atty Jo, tanungin ulit natin.
Okay, sige. Back to Atty Jo. Anong question natin?
Ako ang magtatanong nito talaga. Sobrang akong excited magtanong ito. Atty Jo, yes, I can welcome back Atty Jo. Atty Jo, I've been wanting to ask you this one eh. No? When you were disrupted by this life-threatening health challenge, anong na-discover ninyo? Parang tipo, okay, anong, hindi ko pa rin sabihin lesson eh, pero anong na-discover nyo? Kasi ako noon, ang talagang na-discover ko, nung nandun na ako sa emergency room, tapos nakita ko yung katabi ko naka-intubate, tapos yung katabi ko nakatingin lang sa akin, tapos yung isang katabi ko medyo may takip na yung kumot. Sabi ko, wow, grabe pala ang life. Ganun lang pala yung parang, isang ganun lang pala yun. Tapos parang, and so, nang na-stroke ako, I was only 43.
Oh,
Kaya I made a promise that at age 50, I will. But you know what? The Lord God is so amazing that at age 50, dumami yung trabaho ko. Kaya na-stroke ulit ako ng 57. But anyway, this is not my story. And I'd like to ask Atty Jo because I'm sure a lot of career women out there would like to hear from somebody like Atty Jo, who is actually very active now with her career, and yet, pag uwi daw niya ng bahay, nagpapalit yata siya ng hat. Teka muna, hindi na ako lawyer ngayon. Hindi ako HR ng isang malaking organ. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, and I have to prepare food for my children. Di ba, minsan nakakapraning yung attorney, no? Yung tipong, teka lang, ba't ako magluluto? May meeting pa ako. Di ba? Parang kanina umaga lang yan, I'd like to share this. I was having presentation to this person, medyo somebody. Tapos yung aking manang, alam mo, lumalapit sa pinto ko, pinapakita niya yung brown rice. Sabi ako na gano'n, may meeting ako. And then, you know what happened, attorney? Wala kaming kanin. Kasi natapos ang meeting ko 12:30, di ba? So, hindi niya alam paano lutuin yung brown rice. So, di wala. So, anyway, balik ako kay Atty Jo.
Yeah, okay.
Ano po na-discover niyo with that situation?
That's a very good
Kasi
question, Julia.
alam ko may magandang nangyari doon if you're okay, comfortable to share it with us.
Hindi ko pa na kwento sa inyong dalawa ni Carmi to kasi I haven't really told these people in the people I met in the profession. Okay, this disruption. Okay, that's a good question. You know what I discovered? Number one, God is faithful. God is faithful, and number two is that I think every disruption, if you can discern what it is for, I think you will do something that you thought you never be able to do. Okay. And do you know that most people I know never knew that I am a lawyer? Yeah. Julia, when I met you siguro many years ago, di pa ako abogado, di ba? And yeah, I just have to tell the story kasi ito siguro yun, yung disruption na yun. I took the bar after I graduated many years ago. And I didn't make it because I had a disqualification in taxation. More than 20 years later, I got sick. And, you know, because you said kanina, Sis Carmi, marami nanonood na nagkakasakit. And bigla kong naisip ngayon, actually lang, sinabihan ako ng friend ko na isang abogado, there's one person who got sick and took his life because he cannot accept that he's sick. Okay, so when that time came, I had an opportunity. Nobody will know that I'm gonna take the bar again. Now you don't know this, but I owe it to you guys, and I owe it to people who are watching. If you really want something that will propel you to do something more, I said on one of the sessions that I was getting treatment, I asked the driver, sabi ko, let's go around Recto and let's buy some books. Kasi, mura or yung mga anything there para may magawa. Because at the time, I already left my job. Okay? And I found out that the bar examinations is about to come. So I said, I just inquire lang, what will it take to take the bar again? Because it's more than 20 years, it's impossible. It's impossible. Diba? So I inquired and they said that, okay, baka hindi na ho pwede kasi after 10 years, you cannot take the bar again. I don't know if that was accurate, but that's what they told me. But I said, okay. And they said that we cannot do it anymore because 90% of what you learned before is gone. Wala na siya. But you know what? The timing of the bar examination at the time was postponed. They gave another month or something. So they called me and they said, we will inquire because your record says that you just got disqualified and your score at the time when you got disqualified was still passing, but you cannot make it because of the rules. To cut the story short, I had to rush and get a transcript of record and everything. And finally, I was onboarded to take the bar. And there's no more time. So there's a reason why I didn't tell people because sobrang namang mayabang, di ba? Bar is prepared for 4 months, sometimes a year. But here I am, few months na lang. I think there's 3 months to go, something like that. And ang lakas ng loob ng bar. So I just kept it to myself and to family lang and to a few people in church just to help me pray. So I went on and I missed a lot of sessions already, but I still went through, and during those months, I was still working. Also, I was working and running to the review classes, which is already panang konti na lang. After the medication, you have a lot of mouth sores, you're weak, balot na balot yung ano ko kasi the surgery at that yung wound before that time pag natatamaan ng aircon, it hurts a lot. Ang daming challenges. But I I because I said okay, I'll do this and what was the motivation? I'll say there's a reason why there's a disruption. And I remember that I promised my father that by all means I will be a lawyer because I think he was disappointed. I didn't push for it anymore. Okay, so I went through it. Even taking the bar was grueling because I have a lot. My mouth was a lot of sores in it, and you had a lot of pain, and your I think my memory sometimes would fail me because of the medication, and then the people who were reviewing with me were wondering if I can make it because my books were new. I mean, I bought a few books and they're so new. I started reading from the beginning because many things changed. But God is amazing. Uh, when the results came and I made it, I forgot about the results already because I started working again. And when they told me that I made it, the feeling is not about achieving something for myself. But I just thank God that that is the main reason why this disruption happened. Because without it, I won't be able to finish this thing, and maybe I won't be able to tell my father and my family that yeah, it's still possible. So disruption is actually something that we should discern very well. Why it can happen? Not sure for what happened, but I was praying the same prayer that I had when I had my surgery. I just told God that I said, just make me understand the questions, and I will take care of the rest. Because
Yeah.
yeah, because the challenge, Julia and Carmi, is that for so long I'm using the computer. The bar
Yeah.
examination is handwritten, and I forgot to write in longhand anymore.
Yeah.
I will try it, and my hand cannot. You cannot do the loop, and when you take the bar, you make a lot of erasures. You have your
Yeah.
margins to do perfect, and so on. So even the
And
proctor was
you're also you're also recovering, 'di ba? Hindi ka pa
ah,
physically fit. 100%. Diba? That's
Yeah, I
another
had to,
thing.
yes, I remember the proctor had to move me to another area because the aircon was hitting me and it's very painful. And I had to
Yes.
go every hour. She has to accompany me because I have to gargle because so many singaw and it's so painful. But you know, when the questions would come, I'm not sure why, but I forget the pain. After, as soon as I give my papers, then wow, I feel like I have fever because everything is painful. But
Yeah.
now you're making me look back because I'm not looking back. I don't really look back, but just to inspire people. I don't know if my story is inspiring enough. There's
Yeah.
nothing possible. Uh, Now this will become public, so they know what happened. Suddenly they thought, oh, si Jo pala. Most people knew. They thought I passed the first time because hindi naman ako nag-practice na and all. I was in HR. But when I look back, there's no time lost. I mean, yung parang pareho lang naman. It's just that the distraction came para to complete something. So, kompleto siya, na tapos siya. So, parang okay naman. Ang
Alam ko
plan
na
is,
yung sikreto niya, Sister Carmic. Ngayon,
Ah,
na-confirm ko na yung the attitude of gratitude. Kasi
yes.
ang take ko
Yes.
doon, di ba, imagine, it took you how many years to take the bar exam and then you were not parang hindi ka, parang feeling mo nun, parang hindi yata ito, you know, but because she just made a promise to her God and you to parang sige. And you know, with that physical condition, parang imposible yun, di ba? Sumakit nga lang ulo natin, hindi na tayo makapag-isip. But then you made it. Anong pwede mong sabihin? Di thank you, Lord. Di ba parang wow,
Yes.
nag-over si
Yes.
Lord. Kasi the
it's not
first time you were young, di ba, no? You were so
Totoo.
active.
Totoo.
Di ba?
At saka
Oh,
kasi,
by the
di
way,
ba? At saka
oo,
God
tsaka hindi
knows,
naman, yeah,
God
Sister
knows our
Carmen, hindi naman to
hearts.
ordinary. Diba? Si Atty
Ah,
Jo came from a school na magandang school, di ba? Pero imagine, no, imbis na piliin ni Atty Jo na, maging depressed. Marami po kasi nadidepress ngayon, attorney, no? Kaya we really have to inspire them, no? She chose to look at things on a different, di ba? Na, ibang perspective, tapos biglang ito. Ngayon alam ko na kung bakit siya
oo.
bata. Yung mga bata.
Yes.
Kasi
Yes.
the
And
attitude
ano,
of
of
gratitude.
gratitude. At saka sis,
Grabe.
ang nakita ko talaga kay Jo, sobrang simple lang eh. Simple lang siyang humingi ng prayer. 'Di ba? Parang walang madami. So, the more simple, the better. And it was given to her. And I believe na, kasi God knows our heart eh. 'Di ba? So, alam ko na kaya siya pinagbigyan, ang naiisip niya, hindi naman for herself. 'Di ba? May naiisip na siya na may magagawa pa ako eh, 'di ba? More than this. And para mabigay ko rin sa father ko yung last na hiling niya na hindi ko na naibigay before. This is my second chance. So, all the while, iniisip niya naman beyond herself eh, 'di ba? So, and gano'n naman, 'di ba? Kapag we think of others, tsaka tayo nabibigyan ng na-empower tayo, 'di ba? Nabibigyan tayo ng mga miracles like that. And sobra talaga nakaka-inspire, attorney, kasi nga you're not physically well and then 90% na raw ng naaral mo wala na, iba na, kasi I know na ganyan sa law, 'di ba? Every year iba yung books nga. Hindi mo pwedeng hiramin eh, 'di ba? Laging bago. So, sobrang blessing.
Yes, ano na yan eh. God intervention.
True,
yes,
divine
you
intervention.
made me speak about something that I have never spoken about. But yeah,
Yeah.
we finally.
At ngayon lang po ikinukwento ni attorney sa atin to. Hindi siya masyadong mahilig magkwento, and we're so fortunate to hear this coming from attorney ngayon, live pa, 'di ba?
Yes.
Streaming live and global ang reach. So,
Yeah.
so yun.
Kasi
So,
attorney, maraming nakikinig ngayon. I'm sure maraming
yes.
people need people like us. I mean, today, no, maraming nangangailangan ng mga experienced people like us, no, really to inspire, because you'll never know sino yung nakarinig ngayon na wow, ano pala kung sila nga pinagdaanan nila, kinaya nila. Siguro
Yes.
ako din, di ba, no? So, yon. And then, of course, alam ko, pinagbibigyan ko pa ni Sister Cami, marami siyang gustong itanong kay Atty Jo.
Ako, hindi, gusto kong magpakita sana ng photos para ma-imagine naman ng mga viewers natin, no? Very visual sila, no? Pictures ng family, how they are really bonding, di ba? Let's show naman the pictures of Attorney Jo.
Wow! Saan
Nakikita
yan? Baka sa Amerika yan na.
ko yung mga pictures no? Parang sobrang sobrang inspiring na you cannot stop talaga sa buhay natin. You just continue, you just go on, you move forward. So, then you have these happy moments with your family, di ba?
Those are my 3 boys.
Yes.
Ang panganay po, the husband.
Oo nga, yeah. They're very, very, I'm blessed to have them.
Yan.
Yes.
Grown up
And
na.
of course,
Ayan, ito yung mga baby pa sila. Pero ngayon,
That's
grown up na sila, o diba? And,
Yeah.
attorney, how many years na kayong married?
We were 25 years in 2019, 2020, 28, 25 plus 28 na. Ang tagal na. Yeah. I'm not
ang record ni Carmi. Kasi 21 siya nag-asawa, kaya 34 years na siyang married.
No.
35 na. 35
35 na pala, oo nga, ayan. Alam mo, Sister Carmi, nalaman ko lang na mayroong advocacy si Atty Jo, and doon ako very interesado. Yes. Before tayo, dapat hindi matapos tong gabi ito na hindi natin malalaman kung ano yung passion ni Atty Jo. And I'll give you the privilege to ask that question.
Okay. Yeah, I think I shared to Julia at one point lang nung recently na asked me about what I'm passionate about. I'm really passionate about how people's lives would be better, and specifically, I'm looking at people who are working overseas. So ako given a chance talaga after I retire, which is very soon, just a few months more, and I will be free from corporate. I want to have a chance to have to connect with our people. We call them OFWs. Dati ang tawag sa kanila contract workers ba? Parang ganyan. I've seen them. I've seen them myself, how they are. There are many things that I wish I can share to them. First is that they should never lose their sight on. They should never lose the sight on the reason why they are far from their families and why they are there. So tayo ngayon, the society, the country, everybody in the media, they will always talk about them as heroes. They're always referred to as our savior whenever we need some tulong sa economy natin, ganyan. But I'm looking at individual people as individuals who can do the very valuable thing about living, the purpose that they have. Sometimes napapariwara sila, or many times. Well, I know, sana kung may makakanood sa akin dito ng mga kasama natin, mga kakilangan kababayan natin nasa labas, alam ko napakahirap ng sitwasyon dyan. I've seen how people struggle. I was telling Julia one time when I was still, my company sent me to Hong Kong. Wow, that sight I cannot forget. Like when it's for the weekend, they're driven away from their when the places that they work in, and they are in the streets. Lang mga nila damit-damit nila, they're all over the place, under the buildings and all. They're giving voice tapes for their families, and some people would you see them crying. Some people are also celebrating, and their life is hard. One time when I had my children, we stay in a park, and they will just approach you and they cry because they left the same tiny baby in the Philippines just to work there. And some would actually they know that you're going home. Sometimes they will say, "Hi, hello po, mabuti po kayo, pauwi na kayo." kami po hindi pa makaka-uwi. And they cried. In one time when I was in the plane, I was surprised that yung kanilang cutlery, yung kanilang kutsara at saka yung pagkain sa ano, the stewardess would give them plastic spoons and forks. And I got mine yung metal. And I asked why. Why would you give all of us? Because we were four in that row. And they said, kasi mga they're domestic house. And I said, no. We should all get the same thing. And I said, why would you not give them? Yun inargue ko sila and I asked them to change their categories. Either we go plastic altogether or they get the same thing. You know what? They tell them that kasi inuwi nila eh. O, mga ganon. Bakit ganon ang tingin? Siguro may something na na-miss. So until today, I don't have the answer. Because I know of people also who successfully had their career abroad. No matter what kind of work they have, domestic house, nurses, whatever, and they were successful. But for some, I think they lost something because they are alone. Nobody taught them. Nobody reminded them of the reason why they are there. The worst part for me is that, alam natin, they left families here, may mga anak sila. But when you go to, yeah, I can mention the names along the places because I go to some of these places and then you go to places where there are recreational areas. Nakikita mo sila parang may mga kasamang mga marino, yung mga seamen, ganyan. You know that they have already compromised their values. For what? Are they lonely? Do they need more money? I think. And then when you see them, they go home in the Philippines. There are a lot of stories where they lost their family. Their children hindi nakapag-aral. Their family is no longer intact. So I'm still putting together my thoughts. I have a few months to go, but when I get I get to the chance to see them face to face, maybe in some forum. Maybe I would like to help remind them that there is value to being focused on the reason why they are there. There's a family. It's a job, and they should not lose themselves. So, what is my general? Why I advocate? Why my advocacy is to help them, because I think they need guidance. The situations can be harsh. Yung iba nakikita ko pinlansya yung kamay ng amo. So, yung iba, sometimes you see people they climb the very very tall buildings, yung mga naglilinis ng mga window panes. They can fall. Walang mga harness, but they do all those things. Kaya lang, ang kanilang default ay either malungkot sila or sobrang maging masaya, they forget their values, or sometimes they just take their lives or parang hurt themselves. So, ngayon, ito ang gusto ko pa rin, sa ngayon siguro baka nagbago na rin, but I still know very recently of people who are working abroad na medyo napariwara. Parang, ano kaya ang magandang gawin? Para makabalik naman sila natin.
Yun. Pwede tayong gumawa ng programang ganyan, Sister Carmi. Dream din po namin yan, attorney.
Attorney, tama ako sa'yo.
Tama din ako.
Kasi
I remember when we interviewed Rebecca Bustamante, remember, sinasabi ni Richard that Filipinos should think big. Tama ba? Naalala mo, Sister Carmi, at sinabi niya? Kasi we're not ordinary people eh. And I think, ganyang programa, isang araw, attorney, tatandaan namin ni Sister Carmi yan. Pag-uusapan natin ng mas mahaba-haba yung plataforma na yan. And I wish we still have more time. Kaya lang talagang, alam mo naman yung ating time, medyo limited. Ang sarap magkwentuhan ng mga advocacy, no? Talagang kung pwede lang. Hindi pa natin napag-usapan yung health advocacy ni Sister Carmi at saka yung aking health advocacy. But definitely one of these days,
Oo,
Yes.
isasama natin yan, sis, because the OFWs are really, there, and they need guidance, they need help on many aspects of life, financial, di ba, and values, and safety and protection na rin. And I believe that we can do something, no? And that's something that we can talk about next time, siguro, pag nag-guest ulit si Atty Jo. But offline, kailangan na natin itong umpisahan.
Yes, exactly. Dapat umpisahan na natin yan. Malapit na, malapit na. Alam mo, alam mo talaga ito yung amazing, no? Amazing nangyayari sa atin. I was connected to Miss Apple. I got connected ulit, no? Ay kay Carmi. And then kay Atty Jo. Wow. You know, God is good.
Ano tayo, beautifully,
Amazing God. Parang may puzzle na
beautifully
nag-match
connected.
lahat.
Beautifully connected,
Yes.
divinely intertwined, and there is a purpose for this, di ba?
And our, Sister Carmi, our objective is to be an inspiration to the world. Yun po talaga, Atty Jo. Be an inspiration to the world. Kaya ako nga, ang goal ko ngayon, every day, hindi mo naman kayang i-perfect lahat, but one person, inspire lang someone today, and then your life will never be the same, di ba? Naka-inspire ka ng isa, then before you know it, in-arrange na ni God lahat yung para sa'yo. Sabi nga ng husband ko, ang galing ni Lord, no? Sabi ko, oo nga, eh. And then, just wait, and then biglang ayan na, di ba? So, nako talaga, I wish marami pa tayong time, no? Bigla akong nag-enjoy kakwentuhan si Atty Jo, parang kulang, no?
Hindi ako nakasalita. I was attentively listening. I was listening, attorney.
Baka sabihin ni Direk, oy, tapos na kayo.
Oo nga, oo. And thank you.
Talaga sa akin.
Thank you, Atty Jo, and thank
you very much, Atty Jo. Sobrang thank you po. I know, but you shared something today na I'm sure, no, it will not inspire lang the OFWs, but I'm sure a lot of people out there looking for something na significant na pwede nilang gawin. Kasi like in your case, you're a successful career woman, you have successful family. And syempre, diba maraming tao ngayon, they're looking for something more, from success to significance. And I think yung advocacy mo, that is actually papunta na significance na yun. And yan yung ating objective there, from success to significance. Kaya ayan, wala na talagang oras, Sister Carmi.
Oo nga, we have to say goodbye.
Can I say goodbye, Carmi and Julia?
Yes.
Maraming salamat. I know that there are a lot of things I said and walang tayo ng time, but unang-una, you take care of yourselves. You have to be well, because no matter what we plan for others, if you're not well, it won't happen. And to me, when they say I'm successful, I don't think the success is about material things. I don't think it's about the positions that we possess. To me, ang success for me is that unang-una, hindi ako pabigat sa lipunan. I'm not a burden to society, and nakakayanan namang katulong sa iba. I think that is success enough. And please do not forget that our God is always faithful. No matter what we do, no matter what we achieve, things will not matter anymore. Our lives here on earth is not something that is worldly. It is something about significance. So, maraming salamat sa lahat.
Thank you, Atty Jo. Thank you. So, ayan, narinig na ninyo at nakita nyo mismo ang ating living testimony. Ayan, si Atty Jo. So, stay strong, stay healthy, and be an inspiration all the time. Sabi nga ni Sister Julia, kahit one person lang. At sabi ni Atty Jo, wag maging pabigat. And kung kaya mo pa, tumulong pa. Hindi lang sa hindi ka pabigat, but you can still inspire people. So again, thank you so much. We'll see you again next week, Friday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe.
Thank you very much, Atty Jo. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.